Welcome to my last Geo Vlog video. Today we'll be discussing the differences between malnourishment, chronic hunger, and famine, because there's a big difference. Now, malnutrition is when you don't have the sufficient amount of nutrients, or you don't meet what you eat doesn't meet the required amount of nutrients that you need. That could either be you're eating too little of a nutrient, or too little protein, and that's a nutrient, or too little fiber, or too little carbohydrates, or you're eating too much of a nutrient. So malnutrition could lead to, could be a part of or lead to many different health issues. For example, maybe obesity could be an outcome of malnutrition if you're eating excessively too much of a certain nutrient, or maybe even chronic hunger could be, the leading phase. Well, no, malnutrition does not lead to chronic hunger. Then let's see what chronic hunger is. Chronic hunger is a long-term hunger within a region that is caused by endemic issues. So there's something wrong with that region, at heart, that's making everybody hungry in a long-term sense. So there's nothing periodical, nothing's like, oh, there's been a hurricane and people are hungry. No, it's something wrong. There's a problem within the region that's leading to many people being hungry. A very common example of this is a bad economy, or poor economic conditions. Like, for example, in Kenya or in India, a lot of people go hungry because they're too poor to afford food. And this has been going on and will probably go on for many, many years. Now, famine is quite different to the other two forms of hunger, because it has to have three requirements in order for a place to be considered undergoing a famine. First requirement is 20% of the population must have fewer than 2,100 calories of food available daily. More than 30% of children must be acutely malnourished, and 2 deaths per day out of 10,000, or 4 deaths per day, not out of 1,000, out of 10,000. So 2 deaths per day out of 10,000, or 4 deaths per day out of 10,000 children. So it's either 2 out of 10,000 adults dying every day, or 4 out of 10,000 children dying every day due to famine, due to hunger. And so you have to scale, the intensity of which is more devastating. Malnutrition is the least devastating, because it could be, maybe I'm eating too much protein and getting a bit fat, or losing too much weight and stuff. So malnutrition is very, what would you call it? Broad. It could be something very not severe, or something very severe. Chronic hunger is second, where there's something wrong with the state, and second most devastating. Something wrong with the state making people hungry, while famine is the most devastating, where people actually are dying, and there's this population is actually, an example of what's going on is Somalia. 2011 is a really good case study of a famine, a recent famine at least, and I do believe that Somalia has undergone another famine, or is still undergoing a famine, or is undergoing another famine because of, due to the lack of rainfall. But that is a topic for another day, which I will not be explaining, because this is my last Geo vlog. Bye.